What's up guys, Dog's Life here. I wanted to bring you some more Battlefield 4 gameplay. This time we're going to be playing Team Deathmatch on Operation Lockers. However, we're going to be playing Hardcore mode. If you've never played Hardcore mode before in any of the Battlefield games, let me give you the short review. It is fucking awesome. Okay, it is different, but it is fucking awesome. I'd never played a lot of hardcore mode in previous Battlefield titles or Battlefield 4 very much until just this week. And I just wanted to try something different. I'm so sick of like the same shit. I'm like, what do I want to play? What do I want to do? Nothing's working. Rush is boring. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play some fucking hardcore mode. And that's exactly what I did as I get blasted in the face by this guy's AEK. Now, if you haven't played hardcore mode before, then here's the differences. I'm going to go down a list of them, just in case maybe you thought you knew what it is and you don't. The biggest difference right away, if you're any kind of extreme Battlefield player, you play a lot, or you're any kind of FPS player, you're going to realize that there's no crosshairs. And it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, and it doesn't seem like that big of a deal when you're watching someone else play, but when you go to play, I know when I'm playing, I don't realize at all how much I rely on my crosshairs, but crosshair placement is a big deal. When you're coming around a corner, I always have my crosshairs at head to chest range, and I'm coming around corners, I'm clearing areas, I'm making sure that I'm on target. And you start to realize very quickly how much you rely on crosshairs in all FPS games, let alone just Battlefield 4. So not playing with it now, if you're going to hip fire, if you don't have a laser, good luck, bro. Unless you're really close up, you're going to miss more often than not. That's why you see me running a laser, because now laser sights have a lot more to do with hip fire and being accurate, but they also have a lot more of a chance of giving yourself away, because these two clowns just cleaned me up there. But yeah, laser sights, running them definitely helps in situations where in close quarters you can just kind of hip fire and take people out. When you're not hip firing or using a laser sight, you have to be ADSing. You have to be aiming down sights. And this is going to be really important because you're going to aim down sights a lot. If you're not running a laser, every time you come around a corner, every time you enter a room, I mean, it becomes a lot more tactical. You're always ADSing, always trying to be on point and ready to fire should you run into somebody. And you see me doing that a lot. Whenever I clear a little box or I come around this corner, see me ADSing all the time. I'm ready to go. Now I'm running the hollow sight because since I've been playing hardcore, it's so immersive. I like pretend I'm like some kind of fucking special forces marine here. I'm like, I gotta run all marine gear. I'm gonna run desert camo. I'm gonna run like an M416. I'm actually running the ACR in this particular round, and I'm trying to run all US, SEAL and marine gear, like, an EOTech hollow sight, a suppressor, shit like that. Instead of running my trusty shorty 12 gauge that you always see me running, I'm actually running a 226, because the 6-hour 226 is what a lot of these special forces top tier 1 operators use in real life. So it was either that or the M9, and I didn't have a suppressor for the M9. Anyway, that's what I'm running. I'm running the ACR. I'm running it with the 226. I've got some suppressors and some green laser sights, like how I always roll. And back to hardcore. So as you can see, it's a lot of fun. This round of Operation Locker is not quite how Operation Locker usually plays out. You're not getting in these little clusterfuck situations where you're throwing tons of grenades and shit. It's still a little bit more clusterfucky than playing, Team Deathmatch hardcore mode on something like Golmud Railway. I'm going to be bringing some gameplay later in the next day or so where I'm sniping on Golmud Railway on hardcore mode, and it was probably one of the most fun rounds of Battlefield 4 I've played in I don't know how long. I mean, it was just absolutely incredible. You'll see if you go to play some hardcore mode, you're going to see a lot of the enemy team running FLIR sights. There's nothing you can do about it. You see a lot of guys running the FLIR all the time anyway, just because it gives away enemy positions. But on hardcore mode, it is really a pain in the ass when you're getting killed by guys with FLIR sights, because what they're going to do is they're going to put it on a bolt-action rifle or a DMR or something. They're going to go camp and set up shop somewhere on the outskirts of the map, and then they can very easily see where the enemy players are because they're using the FLIR optic. And I mean, it is what it is. If I were to create a server, I would probably say no FLIRs. Let's try to make it as realistic as possible. Not that FLIRs aren't realistic, but it's just a cheating way to spot enemy players very quickly. So, you know, it's fun for a round or two, but don't be a dick about it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, back to hardcore mode. So you don't have your crosshair. You got to ADS a lot. If you're hip firing, a laser sight will help you. What else is different? As you can see, my friendly team, so my team, my squad, and my teammates, they're still blue and green. That way I don't shoot at them and, you know, kill them and stuff like that. There is actually friendly fire. You can kill guys. You can nade your own teammates. In one round, I actually stepped on my own claymore twice, and it killed me twice. The first time, I thought it was some kind of glitch. Then I realized, what the fuck, it's hardcore mode. Maybe that's why I'm dying, because I'm running into my own claymore. So you gotta watch some of that stuff you're not used to, that you just feel invincible. Not so much anymore. So don't shoot at your friendly team or squad mates. You can kill them. If you accidentally kill him, just revive him. He'll be happy, especially if you're running support. You can see these enemy guys that I'm taking out, though. No red thing over their head, no nameplate, no triangle. I mean, it really is just their asset, their character model that I'm shooting at, and it makes it super immersive. Sometimes I wish, there probably is a way in the settings, but I could turn off all the blue and green shit as well, and it's just, you know, complete. You got to identify your target before you open fire. If you're on the US team, realize it and know what the US character models look like and don't shoot at them. Now, it might be a little crazy because for casual Battlefield players, they're not going to notice the little nuances, and you're going to have a lot of friendly fire. Look at those guys almost killing each other on the left as I went down. So, yeah, I mean, totally different hardcore mode. Also, a lot of them, there's a setting that guys that rent servers, I think even the BF4 normal hardcore servers have this setting, but no regenerative health. So your health will not just regenerate over time. Now, if you go to a medic, or you are a medic, and you lay a med bag down, then yeah, that will heal you. But you won't just heal over time. So if you're a sniper or you're a support or engineer and you're running around, you take a few shots and then you get under cover, you won't just heal. So it's pretty cool. You're going to really need to rely on your squad to heal you and give you ammo. You also don't have a bullet counter. You don't have a mini-map. These are big changes. You don't realize how much you rely on these things until they're gone. Look at my screen. Look at the bottom left. Look at the bottom right. You have a kill feed, and you have, like, you know, the score on the bottom left. There is a mini-map, but there's nothing on it. And I really like that. The no mini-map thing I like a lot. I gotta tell you, of course I rely on it. Of course all good players do when they're playing FPS games or Battlefield games. But the reality is the mini-map is just a crutch. And in real life, you're not gonna have a fucking mini-map telling you where the enemy people are. I mean, they do have some things where they can spot enemy targets and things like that, but you know what I mean. It obviously is a useful part of the game. See, I didn't know you could do this until I saw a guy do it early in the round. You can turn the lights out in this hallway on locker. I didn't even know that shit. Or if I did, I'd forgotten about it. That's fucking cool. You can turn the lights out and then go in this little hiding spot right here. Of course, as soon as I go in the hiding spot, the fucking lights come back on. I'm like, great. But yeah, hardcore mode is awesome. If you have not played it, you have got to try it, especially if you have a couple buddies that you can go get in a squad with and jump online. You are going to have a blast. Unless you get in a server with a bunch of cheap fucking pricks that anytime they play any game, they're like, how do I be as cheap as possible? Let me put a FLIR sight on and use flashbangs and be a cheap motherfucker. I'll use a DAO-12 shotgun with frag rounds at a FLIR sight. Those kind of fucking clowns, I wish I could just grab them up by the neck. I fucking hate guys like that, but hey, those are the kind of noobs you're gonna run into once in a while, right? Nothing you can do about it. Jump in a different server, sayonara, motherfucker, right? That's how I roll. That's how Dog's Life does it. Anyway, I'm running the ACR in some hardcore on lockers. Look at this. Look at this beautiful landscape out here. Like, is there anybody out here in the cold? Anybody out here in the snow? No? Okay, let me head back into the prison, try to get my flank on. I'm looking for some enemy players here. There's one right up here around the corner. But he's taking shots. Notice, see how I check to the left? If I don't see a blue or green dot in the direction where I see fire coming from, then I know it's going to be an enemy player. Take that guy out, switch to the pistol, take that guy out. I mean, I'm just unstoppable right now. This 226 is just fucking awesome. I mean, I forgot how great pistols were, because I run the fucking shorty so often that I don't run any pistols or any other sidearm at all very often. Take this guy out, then I get blasted. Me and this Arrowhead plays. He's number 1 on the other team. We've been going at it the whole time. No surprise he's running an 870 shotgun, but hey, I just don't feel like 870 is really being a dick, especially if you're running it with irons and like you're not putting frag rounds in it and a bunch of stupid shit. I mean, it's Operation Locker. If you want to run a shotgun, more power to you. He's obviously very good with it because he's on first place on their team. I think I edge him out in the end, we'll see, but doing pretty well with my ACR, if I don't say so myself. If you really want the experience, you go jump on a map, playing some hardcore, put like iron sights. I mean, try to think to yourself, when's the last time you put iron sights on any of your favorite assault rifles in the game? It's just crazy. It's like playing a different game. It's not even like Battlefield 4 anymore. It becomes like a whole new game. And I honestly am going to be playing a lot of hardcore probably over the next week or so, and I'm going to try a bunch of different game modes. TDM is obviously fun because I want to show a lot of action and bring that to the channel so you guys have something fun to watch while I talk and commentate over it. But, you know, I want to play maybe like some Rush. Might be a lot more tactical if it's on hardcore. I just feel like Rush and Battlefield 4 is just so clusterfucky on every fucking map. Like, there's a couple maps that play well, but not like they did in Battlefield 3. You don't know what I would do to go back and play some Grand Bazaar Rush on BF3 or some Damavan Peak. Oh, I miss those days. Rush is just not the same in this particular game. But, ooh, look at this guy. Dropped him. Like, here's a health pack. Let me set that on your face, on your dead body. That'll heal you. I'm like afraid to come out of my little cubby right now. I'm like, hardcore mode's got my nerves fucking shaking. I'm like, oh, I'm hearing all these footsteps and noises. My spider sense is tingling. Take that guy out. I'm trying to get a couple more kills. See, people know I'm shooting out of this room. They're going to rush in here eventually. This guy throws the nade. I don't know why I ran out because I wasn't under any pressure, but hey, I hear the music playing. I need to get a couple more kills. Can I clean this guy up with a pistol? Yes, I can. And then I go down. I don't know how many kills we got so far, guys, but at the end we're going to see. And I think it's quite a few on hardcore mode. Took me a while to warm up to it, though. I got to tell you, like, I played a lot of rounds where I was just getting my ass handed to me because it really is a different kind of gameplay. You really have to adjust. I'm sure when I go back to non-hardcore mode now, I'm going to be an even better player because how fine-tuned you become to play in this mode. I get a kill as I go down with the grenade, but I hope you guys enjoyed this hardcore mode gameplay. I'm going to have a bunch more of it coming to the channel over the next few days, the next week. If you haven't played it yourself, you gotta get out there and play some hardcore today and see what it's like. See how you like it. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like hardcore mode? Will you ever play it again? You gonna stick to just vanilla, normal mode? What's your thing? Anyway, let's see how we do here. Our team obviously won at the very end. I go 30-11. Mr. Arrowhead plays on the other team 23-13. And quite honestly, he's using a shotgun on lockers. So you should have beat me, sir. But that's how we roll with the ACR. No shorty today. Running the 226, but we did pretty well. Anyway, if you enjoy my content, please leave a comment and a like. Any support is much appreciated. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I need subscribers. Share my videos with your friends. Let's grow the channel together. This is Dog's Life, and I'll see you in the next video.